Hey guys, just in case cell phone repairs here with another little quick tutorial. Today we're going to do a front screen replacement on an iPhone 6. Pretty easy fix, so we'll go ahead and get started. What you want to do is you want to start with taking out the two Penelope screws on the bottom here. So we'll go ahead with that. Now after that, what you want to do is you want to get a little metal pry tool and just try to get underneath the screen here. Just give it a little wiggle. Once you get that popped up, the screen should just pop up like this. Now there's a shield here. The shield has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and remove these screws here. Keep in mind that the screws are all different sizes, so when you put the screws to the side, just make sure you set them so that when you put the phone back together, all the screws go into the right places. So once we get that screws out, we just remove that shield. Now there's some contacts down here. All you want to do is just pop these contacts off. And there you go, guys. This is what the inside of an iPhone 6 looks like. Move that to the side. So what we'll do is we'll start with the earpiece. There's 3 screws up here. What we'll do is we'll remove these 3 screws. We'll just go ahead and remove that shield there. Lift off this cable and just remove the earpiece. Now what we're going to do is we're going to proceed and take off the frame. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws. So we'll go ahead and take off these 7 screws. So after you remove these screws, what you want to do is you just want to go ahead and remove the home button here. There's 2 screws on the bottom. We'll just go ahead and unscrew those. We'll take the shield off this home button here. And what you see down here is a little contact for your home button. What we'll do is we'll just pop that off there. Just a little bit of double-sided adhesive under here. So what you want to do is just get down there with a little flat object and just kind of wiggle her up. And there she is. And just turn around and push the home button right out. Take that off. Now there's a little contact here where it's connected to the shield too, so you want to just get underneath there, just slowly pop it up. This is held down by double-sided adhesive, so just take your time and just get underneath there and just kind of wiggle that up, and it should just pop right up. There she is. Once you get that done, all you do is just remove the shield. Now we'll go ahead with this front-facing camera and the proximity sensor. So what you do is just want to lift that up, get underneath here. As you can see, under there, there's double-sided adhesive as well. So what you want to do is just get something flat. I just use a flathead screwdriver and I'll just slowly just wiggle the adhesive off, and it should just pop right out. There she is. Now under there's that microphone. What you want to do is you want to get under there too and just pop that microphone off. Same thing, this microphone is held down by double-sided adhesive, so what you want to do is just get a flat tool under there and just give it a little wiggle. It should just pop right out. There she is. So now with this old screen, we'll just move it to the side. We'll get our brand new screen here. What we'll do first is we'll go ahead and start with the shield. We'll put the shield back on. One thing, make sure that this flap is under the shield, not on top. So what we'll do is we'll put that shield back on like that, and then we could proceed with putting our screws back in. So we'll start with the bottom one here. While we're down here, what we'll do is we'll just try to set that back into place, and what we'll do is we'll put our home button back in there too. Just clip that in there. Get your shield. Put your shield back on. And then just go ahead and put your two screws back in. Now once we finished it with that, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and start putting the screws back in for your heat shield here. So we'll go ahead and put these 6 screws back into the side, 3 on each side. Go ahead and just put those screws back in there. After that, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put the camera and the microphone back in. What I like to do is I just like to use the phone just to hold the cables down so they don't get into my way while I'm working. You don't have to do that. That's just the kind of method I like to use. It makes my life a lot easier. So what we'll do is with these new screens, they'll have these little sticker on there. Just want to take that off. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead. First of all, there's a little notch here. Just for this microphone, there's a little notch. If you can see that. What you want to do is you want to just set it so it just fits right into the notch there. Just to put this microphone back into place. Once it's back in place, you just set your proximity back into place. Make sure it's sitting nice and flush. After that, just slide your earpiece back underneath and just put your camera back down. Once you're done with that, I use the tweezers to hold everything in place. I just put the earpiece shield back on, and then we'll go ahead and proceed with the screws and put them back in. Now, if this is your first time changing this and you might be a little confused or something like that, just feel free to pause the video, rewind it, and backstep if you have to. So now that we got everything back into place, what I'll do is I'll take this plastic off. I'll just clean up this LCD a bit, make sure the button's working. And what we'll do is we'll pop our contacts back into the phone here. Now when you put these contacts in, just make sure you just rub it in there, don't force it in, just nicely seat them back into place. Once you feel that everything's good, put your shield back on, and then go ahead and put the rest of your screws back in to hold everything together. Now in my video, I do not shut off the phone when I replace the screen. You don't have to. If you feel discouraged, then go ahead and shut the phone down and then proceed with this procedure, but I never do it. I do it with the phone on. So now that everything's back into place, what I'll do is I'll test the screen. Doesn't turn on. There we go. Screen's back on, nice and fixed. So now to put the screen back on, what you want to do is you want to start from the top and just angle your LCD in there so it's nice and flush, and just work your way down the sides. Make sure everything's nice and tight. Pop your screen in from the bottom and just put your 2 panel lobes back in and you're good to go. Like I said, it's not a hard fix. If it's your first time, it could be a little tricky. I do this all the time, so it's pretty repetitive. If you find this video helpful, please like and share. Any questions, comments, feel free to leave it below, and we'd like to answer any questions that you guys may have. Just double check again to make sure the phone's working. Everything's good. There you go, guys. Quick little tutorial on how to replace a screen on an iPhone 6. This is Tattoo Tech, and I'm out.